good late morning, early afternoon. I think it's almost 10, so I'm not sure. It is Thanksgiving. It is, for those who don't celebrate Thanksgiving, Thursday the 25th. I know my Canadian viewers, I almost said visitors, my Canadian viewers and some of the viewers from across the pond don't celebrate Thanksgiving like we do. Canada, I don't know if you guys have a Thanksgiving Day or a day that you celebrate as Thanksgiving. I know, I think, maybe this is the wrong time of year, but I think, the UK has, is it Boxing Day or, I forgot what holiday. There's certain holidays that certain countries, I think Canada and the UK have Boxing Day, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Australia celebrates what they call Guy Fawkes Day, which is similar to our 4th of July, where they set off firecrackers and whatnot like that, but I don't know if it's their Independence Day or what, but whatever today's holiday is in whatever country or part of the world you live in, you know, have fun, celebrate, enjoy. For those of us who are American or live in America, we have Thanksgiving, which anybody who studied history knows the story of Thanksgiving. The real story, not the Macy's Day Parade or anything like that. It has an actual significance. And a lot of people here in America, or from America, Americans, however you want to put it, we use today as a day of celebration to be thankful for our lives, our families, whatever we feel thankful for. Like, I am thankful for my job. I am thankful for my family, my wife, my mom, my sister-in-law, my extended family, even the ones that I think are real jerks, to be nice. My sister-in-laws will understand who I'm talking about. But, you know, I have a lot to be thankful for. I really do. Even things that most people would be like, why would you be thankful for that? But I'm thankful for my wife and how well she's progressed. And even though it's one of those kind of like, why would you be thankful for your wife having cancer? Well, it's not that I'm thankful that she has cancer. I'm thankful that she's a trooper and she's in good spirits and positive attitude, and it's not that she's not taking it seriously, but she's taking it in stride and working through it and going day by day and looking at the positive outcomes of, you know, she'll get better. She'll be able to do things that she wants to do. She'll be able to, you know, one day hopefully get up and walk again and be able to cook again, and, you know, just things that she wants to do that she hasn't really been able to do for one reason or another. She wants to say that she hasn't been crafting because of the craft room. That's partially true, but that's not important anymore. To me, what's important is getting her health back to where it was, or as close to what it was before she started feeling ick. You know, I'm thankful for her sister, Julie, for coming out to help her and cook for her and basically do whatever she could to help take care of Jerry. And when she first came out, we didn't know how bad things were, and so Julie was trying to get her up and mobile and whatnot. And here we find out that might not have been a good idea, but at the time, since we didn't know how severe things were before the hospital and all that fun stuff, she did her best to make Jerry, to keep Jerry happy, to get her up and moving, and from bed to commode or bed to chair or whatever. It's still a rough road, but you know what? Hey, she's in good spirits. She'll have people who will help her. That kind of thing. Unfortunately, we did not know what she could not do until she got to rehab and found out that they don't want her to do much more than pivot from bed to chair, to wheelchair, basically. And then pivot from wheelchair to the commode. But the fun part will be getting her in her brace. Now I know she's going to try to wear that brace. I don't want to say 24/7 because that would be a royal pain in the butt. But for the bulk of the daylight hours, once everybody's awake, so she can basically get up out of bed and sit up, things like that, because the doctor wants her to have the brace on anytime she's doing anything other than laying in bed. And I pray to God that she doesn't use that as an excuse to just lay in bed all the time. One, I don't think I can handle it. Two, I don't think Julie will allow that, because if the doctor tells us, me and Julie, that try to get her up and out of the bed every so often for a lot of different reasons. So that's going to be fun. But I'm thankful for Julie, and I'm thankful for Lisa for coming up that 1 week to spend time with her at the hospital. I'm thankful for my job. I love my job. My job gets me out of the house for a good 9 to 10 hours a day, 6 a.m. to, 5:30-ish to 2:30, 3 o'clock. 5:30 is usually when I leave the house to go to work, or between 5:30 and 5:44, 5:45. The colder it gets, the longer it's going to take me to like, I'm going to have to start getting up at 4:30 in the morning, because I have to get up, I have to get dressed, I have to warm up the car, I have to eat breakfast, that kind of stuff. Once Jerry gets back back home, we'll have to figure out a routine that I'm going to have to incorporate into my daily life, because I don't think Jerry was going to want to wake up at 4:30 in the morning and have breakfast. So it's like she'll have to wait until Julie gets up to get coffee, unless she wants to. Well, we do have those thermal tumblers, so I could make her coffee before going to work, but she won't be able to drink the coffee unless she's sitting up. And if that means incorporating getting her into her bodice, her tortoise shell, whatever you want to call it, so she can sit up in bed or sit up in her chair. Yeah. But that's something for the future to worry about. But, I'm thankful for my family. All my family. Even my extended family, even my brother-in-law who, sometimes I don't know what to say about him. I'm thankful for him in the life he put me, or the whatever you want to call it, that he put me through while I was there in New York. Yeah, but I'm thankful for all that, and all the things that I've had to deal with and struggle with all my life. I'm thankful for it, because it's character building. I know my character is not always the greatest because of the factor of my issues. not only the diagnosed issues, but just the character flaws, the social, lack of social graces, I guess you'd say. But I'm also thankful for one group, and I'm not going to go into extreme detail, and I'm not going to name the group because they pretty much already know who they are. But if it wasn't for this group of people, heck with it. I'll call them the bakery because that's part of their name. If it wasn't for the bakery and the truth that they were putting out there, even though they were somewhat harsh, and even the non-harsh truth that they were telling me, kind of took me aback, kind of caused me some minor issues. What makes me thankful for them is they opened my eyes up and it caused me to take a step back and away from the situation and look at things with fresh eyes. And as of late, because of all the concerns about Jerry Ann being in the house and her wheelchair and ambulating in the house and just getting around without issues, made me look at my home in a different perspective. And it's one of the things that spurred me this week, not only because I had the week off, but it spurred me to clean and declutter and rearrange stuff. Now, there's one or two pieces of furniture in my kitchen especially that I don't know if they're going to have to get removed, because the center aisle, which is more of a junk collector than anything else, may hamper her ability to get from the mudroom door to the bathroom, bedroom, living room. Well, past the kitchen, basically. So I need to get information. I need to get a hold of the person who called me yesterday to give them door measurements and ask them about the space needed for Jerry to get through the kitchen area, because I have a central island in the kitchen that is removable because it's not a permanent piece of furniture. It's a cabinet that we put there. And sometimes I don't like that cabinet because I have to go around it to get to certain parts of the kitchen while cooking. Yeah. So it's like, how do we deal with that? So there's a lot of things I got to rearrange, and thanks to the bakery, my eyes are open to the fact that the countertops were a clutter and a mess. The cabinets were, even though nobody could see into the cabinets in most of my videos, the cabinets were a bit of a clutter. So yesterday I did half of the kitchen. Today I'm going to try to finish up the other half. But as much as people might go, why are you thankful for them? They were mean and cruel and harsh and whatnot. And I'm like, well, not all of them were mean or cruel or harsh. Some of them were, some of them weren't. I've named names in the past and named the names of the people who were beneficially, well, their words were beneficial. Their words were enlightening, is what I'll say. But yeah, I mean, you had positive and negative on the bakery, and I don't look at the negative. I look at the positive, or I try to be positive about most of their comments. But yeah, I'm thankful for them because the fact that they got me out of that proverbial closet of not realizing how bad my house was. I know Jerry would be like, oh no, it wasn't that bad. No, it was bad, because if you're running out of space in your cabinets for drink cups or tumblers or anything like that all her Harry Potter collectibles and all that stuff, that some of the items couldn't go in the cabinet. They had to sit on the countertop. No. The counter is meant for food prep and food service and, you know, temporary use to put groceries on so you can put them away, not to collect stuff. Now, I know there's, in the pictures yesterday, there was that one wall that my toaster oven is on, that silver box that's standing up. It's a food, it's a Ninja Foodi, which is basically common. It does air frying, broiling, baking, toast, bagels. It's a multifunctional fancy dancy toaster oven is what I call it. And we use it a lot. But thankfully, because the way it was designed, it can lay flat on your counter while you're using it. Once it cools off, you can flip it so it's standing upright against the wall, so it takes up less space. And the bread box. Those two particular items, I couldn't really do without or find a new place for them. But I try to rearrange stuff so it looks nice, but it's and functional. There's basically the Ninja Foodi and the Cuisinart or Pampered Chef blender or KitchenAid blender. I can't remember who makes it. That's in one corner of the kitchen by the stove. I have no place for it. The toaster oven is basically used constantly. The blender, on the other hand, is not used constantly, and if I had a space to put it, which I don't, might put it down there, but the only reason why I don't even attempt to put it down into a cabinet is because it is heavy. And I have a hard time picking it up and moving it. And granted, we only use it, right now we don't use it a lot. It's coming up on it's coming on cookie season, where we bake cookies galore to send out to friends and family and charities. That blender will be used a lot. I mean, literally, make a batch of cookies, take the blender bowl and the blender pieces and wash them thoroughly, and then dry them with a towel and bring them back to the kitchen table to make more cookies. Yeah. It's when everybody's involved. I'm involved, Mom's involved, Jerry will be involved. If Julie's here, she might get involved. I don't know. But I'm thankful for that. I really am thankful for a lot of different things that has been happening, not only with my website, with you guys, but with some of the things I've read lately on the bakery. They're actually very caring people. They actually are concerned about Jerry-Ann and her welfare. I know a lot of people say, oh yeah, they're only concerned because of the fact that if Jerry-Ann stops doing videos or Jerry-Ann is no longer amongst us, knock on wood, that she's got a good 10, 20 years still, that they'll lose something to make fun of or laugh about. Well, I don't know. I'm fairly sure that things will stay the same. I'm pretty sure that, you know, once things settle down, things will go back to the way it was, and the bakery will be the bakery no matter what. And there's nothing I can do to stop them. There's nothing anybody can do to stop them unless they commit a felony and whatnot. Then, well, that's on them. But so far what I've seen is they're within their rights. Just like I'm within my rights to say what I choose and please to say here. I'll be honest with you. the last week or two, they've been more of a relief than a hindrance because, well, I've seen both sides of the bakery. I've seen their dark side and I've seen their light side. And the biggest issue with not just the bakery, but humans in general, we have a tendency to deny the truth. No matter how softly or how hard it's given to us, we either want to deny it or we want to blast the person or persons out of the water because we feel that they're wrong. Well, sometimes when you hear, read, or whatever, the same basic comments or sentences or whatnot over an extended period of time, you have to think about, are they being honestly true, no matter how harsh it may be to me or in my mind? Or are they just being people who want to make somebody unhappy? Well, like my sister, or not my sister, I don't have any siblings. My cousin, Debbie, used to say, truth hurts. Yeah, it does. It does. If it wasn't for the factor I finally opened my eyes up to the reality of my house because of Jerry's condition, I'd still be blind to it. I would still be like, oh, this is how Jerry wants to live. This is how we've been living for 21 years. Why change? There's nothing I can do to change. There's plenty of things I can do to change. Not just myself, but my house. And that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to change my house to make it easier on Jerry to not have to worry about a home health person coming in going, no, if y'all don't change this within a week's time, we're going to have to pull both your mother-in-law or your mother and your wife out of the house because it's not good. So that's what I'm looking at. And that's why I'm thankful to the bakery, because my eyes are now, the reality of my circumstance, or the reality of the circumstances of Jerry's condition and the house condition, and what Jerry's going to need, to what Jerry wants, are two different things, and it's got to be changed. So that's what I've got to be doing. That's basically what I've got to do. Now, it might take me the rest of the week to get everything finalized because I don't want to push myself. I want to be able to have time to relax and take a breather and eat and not feel run down, because by Sunday, I would like to be able to take Sunday off so I can recoup and prep myself physically and mentally for going back to work. So, yeah. But I've got to do all these different things. So, yeah. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and end this because it's 10:15, somewhere around there. And I have projects to do. Oh, sorry folks, I didn't realize how low my candles were getting. Oops. Actually dip that one in wax. Yeah, I shouldn't have left that up there. I'll just peel that off later. Sorry, I don't mean to be ignoring the camera, but I just realized, I don't know how low the candles were, and they're pretty low. I I'm gonna bid you guys farewell because I need to do projects. I will try to take some more before and after pictures because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take you along my journey for 2 reasons. One, to basically prove that I'm doing it, and 2, it needs to be done. And the pictures and whatnot is just me trying to share stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put it in the question comment box. A lot of the comments I've been getting lately are beautiful comments. They're great support. They're great. They're a great method of keeping me going and pushing me forward instead of being stagnant of going, yeah, I did what I wanted to do. I did what I felt like doing. I'm done. I'm not going to do. No, I have to finish. I am getting tired of doing things half-assed. So, but yeah, your comments have been very appreciated, and I'm thankful for them. Another reason to be thankful. If you're new to my channel and want to follow along what's been going on lately, if you haven't watched some of the other videos and you want to keep up with it, the best way to do that is to hit the subscribe button and then hit the little icon that looks like a bell. Once you hit that little bell, YouTube will let you know when I put in my latest video. So until next time, you guys have a good day. Enjoy. Bye.